Okay, so, I just watched this video today and about Aleister Crowley and how he's the influence of the Luciferian society and the New Age movement, and he's so bad. I'm such a bad person. Well, no. Okay. When you deal with linguistics, it's such a high level. Okay. Above and beyond their means of understanding. Seriously. I'm only 36 in this life. Years calculated. But I'm starting to grasp my energies and really. Let me tell you something. Any harm done should be the whole of the law. Okay, let's just look at this part, right? Like they say, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. And you break that down in sorcery, and what it means is there's two staircases. Just picture it like that. One's going down and one's going up. Okay, the one that goes down goes up, and the one that goes up goes down. You see, kind of like a don't know what kind of shape you would call that. Kind of like a stretched out square, pointing sideways. So, let's see. Right. You look in Revelation. Be true to what you are. Aleister Crowley, did you think you were pure? Okay. Oh, you of hatred. Siaspon. you know, one seeing eye. Spirit man, whatever you want to call yourself, right? You want to hack into my fucking energies with a Ouija board? Hey, I've been to places that you couldn't bear. Could I say I could bear them? Well, just look at it this way. When you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice, right? But in this realm, you have a choice. Ladosha, Revelation, Holy Bible. I would rather you be hot or cold, or I'll spew you out my mouth. Spew you out my mouth. You see what's going on now? Breathing fire, right? People are being consumed in the lake of fire as we speak. Okay. That's the energy. And tomorrow, I'm going to take you somewhere if you want to check it out. I've decided I'll go back there. It's a bad place. I'm going to try to find the abandoned warehouse, but I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I went there once, and some really bad things happened to me. But it's associated with the blood gang, and it's called soup, okay? And it's a witch's brew. I know you might not be an adept in perceiving the visual arts or understanding my speech, but this will be a little bit more displayed. Satyricon King, lay the signs. Well, in the woods, it's a different environment, okay? And that's where the worst things are. If you really can perceive. But in the city, it appears worse to your visualization. But like I said, out in the darkness, it's scary, right? Well, that's reality. But out where the lights are, it's not so scary to the senses. Unless you really, really dig and perceive what's going on. Blinded by the light, right up like a noon on a motoring night. Jesus Christ, why don't you come save my life now? Open my eyes, blind me with your light now. Well, to be blind isn't such a bad thing, sheep. Ship. Because it's scary as fuck, okay? You can handle anything, right? That's why the Lake of Fire goes on forever, but you can kind of handle it, you will not surely die. You will be as gods, knowing good and evil. Well, Ladosha. You make a choice, right? And you stick with it. If you're evil, be evil. That's why, I antagonized Satan, just, you're all talk, bitch. It's not good, but rather be real than to just drift along aimlessly in this fucking boring purgatory of existence. Just blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. Walking around. Hey. Good versus evil. If you're good, be good. And the more evil expresses itself, the more good will produce of itself. In this blind age of soul reaping, it's nearly impossible to be good. When darkness and evil hide, you want to call it a high place. Well, you've never reached the heights of heaven because you've never announced evil to reality. Ever. So it's time, Satan, speaking directly to you and your people. It's time for you to awaken. Take the blood. Wake up, Satan. Wake up, bitch. Well, not gonna call you a bitch, alright? Just gonna, you're my enemy by your choice. I don't wage wars. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad person. I'm a good person. You know, you and your death. Death. Where did you go wrong, right? Why did you choose? Let me think back. What'd you say? You put the eyes of the snake in your vision. And he corrupted you. Right. The sons of God went into the daughters of men. Taste of this fruit. Do not drink the blood. White blood cells. So, let me guess. Eve fucked you. Or, sucked your dick. And kissed, and Adam licked it up. Let me tell you something. I translated a lot of the Bible in Hebrew, and it's odd to think that a bath is that's in Exodus, I believe, in Hebrew. But what is that? Possum? It's odd to think that a bath is so annoying. It's odd to think that a bath is licking up a vagina full of fucking your semen. But you look a little deeper into the arts of thalamic sex magic and Aleister Crowley and the magic serum. You know, the cum of a man and woman mixed together. If you look deep into that, well, it ain't that deep. If you look into it, right, thalamic Egyptian magic, the arts of sexual deviant or the thoughts of ejaculation, right? Angels and demons are cast sexually in that realm, and you're dealing with soul magic. Why would you just think of you're astral projecting and you're coming and you're thinking of evil thoughts while you're having sex, and you have different formations for that, and just like the military has different formations for different approaches to an enemy, Let me be your backdoor man. Well, you realize I'm your teacher. You think I'm a fool? You don't. It's a war and you have no choice. Well, right. You chose your path. Let's just say, you make your bed, you lie in it. You make your bed, you lie in it. Oh, shit's so irritating. All these old sayings are just corrupt sorcery cast into the minds of the unawakened. This is the time what they say people will be marked on their foreheads by God or Satan. What does it say? 5 months of tormenting man. Ooh. Yeah, well, I've been tormented. You want to know, like I speak of acid and all that, time can be manipulated, okay? I've been in realms where 1 second was as a million years. Seriously. I'm 36 in this realm that I'm in right now. So if I put together all the time I've dealt with in this lifetime, God, I'm billion. Well, that's right. I calculated that on the wall. I'm out of time. I've excelled beyond all calculation. I know it's hard for a lot of people to probably comprehend. People uninitiated. So it's sick. It's sick. You think you want to be a vampire, you think? No. But maybe you do. It would be nice to have a family. It'd be nice to... Wow. It would be nice to have fellow associates, but no, I ain't showing out. But like I said, I never realized, you might not see all the faces and things I'm talking about in my videos if you look into the ground and surrounding areas, but say movie Faces of Death, you might not see it. Your eyes might not be in tune, but so I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna try to find that abandoned warehouse. It's disgusting. I might get they eat people back there in soup. They mix things up. It's a witch's brew, and they fucking put poop. They shit in it, and they eat humans. It's disgusting. The blood gang. Ew. They're horrible. There's some witch back there that runs it named Zani. And it says women can't dream. Well, it's because they don't sleep. Believe it or not, you think they're sleeping. Some people don't sleep, okay? Jesus said, stay awake, Satan is coming. Like I said, I stayed up for like 4 days at one time without drugs. I stayed up. I used to do Ritalin type. It was a subsidy of Ritalin or whatever you want to call it, Dexedrine or something. It's pretty good, but that was back when I was like back around 2001. But I didn't. I stayed up maybe 6 days back then, but that's different. I was completely sober, and I stayed up for like 4 days, in the spirit. But people are being identified, okay? And, like I said, Satan wants his people. It ain't good for them either. But from what I've learned, he doesn't like them either. So right. He says they're comforting him. So interesting. Comfort. You realize comfort is a tool of deception. Like I say, when things are good, that's the worst. So good people, wisdom, protects you from outsources of bad events. So good people, I don't want to say suffer, not suffering, but realization is miserable. And in order to pronounce yourself as good. Isn't that funny? Good. Gold. Some things are mysterious. How is a goat? How is a goat a sheep, right? How is a goat a ship? How is the golden shepherd? Right. Like I said, Paul, I was a Pharisee. Most wickedest of all things. I'm in tune, and I've been connected, and I was the worst person of earth. What do they say? King David, your hands are so bloody with war that you can't build the temple of God. Your hands are violence, and you know how many people I've murdered as King David? It's innumerous. There was a book by Wizards of the Coast that I read. But it said it was about the elves, and elf is a term for someone that's in tune with reality. And elf is well, now they have elf towers, electronic low frequency. It's a communication thing we use. And but the more people you kill, you're haunted by the death of every victim. You speak to them. Right? So I've delved into the life of King David, as I was. I was heavy into enchantments, and it was a bad time, and I was heavy in music. It was different world back then, and music was used as a device to, just like today, but it was used as a device to entrance energy and connect it to devices. But it's everything goes back to Egypt. But Dritz O'Durden, it's a book. I think that's Wizards of the Coast as well. But it's about me. He carried 2 swords, like I said, the sword of Abraham, the sword of Abraham. Wow, and that's quite a feat, carry 2 long swords. Well, as a child, I used to play sword all the time, it was really good. I always kind of liked fencing. But wow, it's such a hard art to learn, sword fighting. Especially when you get up to the adept level and you're dealing with death in practice. You practice with real swords, but Dritz O'Durden. Peter referred to me as Chris the Dark Elf. Okay, so like I said, it's the son of Abraham, Ishmael. He said he became a great archer, Cupid. Tamaz. I got so many names. Samson. It's hard to calculate how long we've been dealing with this crap. You gotta pray. Pray. Who am I? Wake up. Awaken. And that takes blood. Like Satan said, he feeds on the blood of children. He said, because that's how they're so manipulative. It's dreadful. It's horrible. It's just bad people to such bad people to have such manipulative prowess. And I'm not perfect. I'm victimized by these forces around me. Who isn't? They're not yet. Because good isn't awake until you actually prove that you're evil. Church, I don't know. These things are just really, they get to me, because I fight hard. David, Samson, I was the greatest warrior of all time. And, and we fight not against flesh and blood anymore. This is a spiritual battle. You got to realize, the meaning of life is community, and we don't have that. I haven't connected with your bride of Christ. Yet. Maybe I won't, but in some way we're going to connect. And well, the meaning of life is death. That's the curse. And that's the blessing God gave us. Adam, the bread of sorrow you'll eat all the days of your life. Wisdom is found in misery. Misery, yeah, I know Missouri is heavily affiliated with horrible things, but no, the wisdom is found in misery. So, you're happy. You don't seek anything except for those things that are drawing you, anchoring you into a blind state of mind. So, and if you don't wake up, you're going to be the Laodicean church. That's the seventh church. And that's not a good thing to be in. What did it say? It's nearly impossible for a rich man to enter heaven. Well, could you imagine if someone like me was rich, financially? I could construct things. I could build a temple. I could absorb a following. I could do a lot of things. But you don't see rich people doing that. So wait till they start doing that. They're not even spending their money. Isn't that odd? Right? Bill Gates. The Gates. You horrible people out there. You're not doing anything. Well, I see a lot of constructions. And they're helping me in ways because they want to so bad. What does Job say? The book of Job. in the Bible, the Holy Bible. You that curse the day. I can't remember. Something along the lines of, it's in the beginning of Job. Curse them that curse the day. I know how to lay curses. Like, I'm not even gonna partake of that. I could do a lot of things. But, you attack these people and they're just gonna hurt you. But you go into Job towards the end. It says, if I look upon a harlot, and something along the lines of, if I'm seduced and look upon a harlot, then what does this say? I'll try to. Then it goes into it's a black horse, and it said, fuck the economy, things are gonna get rough. So just look around, watch the signs, Saturn King, lay the signs. You gotta look around and try to perceive things. Everything. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Everything has relevance to reality. So, in the daylight, there's shadows. These are different. But it's all a casting. The light casts the shadow. A witch casts a spell. It's terrible. And they're going to start building new buildings. And like I said, every business is a temple of Satan. Every time you spend money, you bleed. You look back at money. The first money was obsidian. So, obsidian was used by the Indians to make arrowheads. To kill people. They bleed. So, kings, methods of eating. They would go to great extremities to make these weapons, swords and spears and things. And they would make their dinner plates out of the same material. They would inscribe runes and different things so that they could eat the fallen spiritually, like, say I eat out of steel, and I eat all these victims of car accidents. The procedures of cannibalism are the absorption of the soul. There's someone told me, not to expose my blood to people. It's bad. Is that a human? So but I've never, just like Crowley, he never used a magic circle to protect himself. I don't really have a defense. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. You're gonna summon something that's stronger than you and control it by hiding through a magic circle. And okay, well, that's your method of madness. You do realize every time you summon things, like people you've killed and things like that, you try to protect yourself, and they're demons from hell, and every time you summon, they learn more and more. I talked to a demon. He's connected. Well, he's going into the body. He's going into the body of Jay-Z. And he said these people just don't know, do they, Chris? They know me. I've killed a lot of people, like I said. King David. They don't know. What did Saul do when he seen my face? In war. He killed himself. And what's weird? I killed myself, and I'm still alive. I didn't do it. I was pressured. I was in a really bad place, and I drank so much water intentionally just to die. It was really bad. I was surrounded. I was sitting down, and I drank at least 50 glasses of water that day. I was doing it for a really long time. So this is the wormwood, and I died drinking water, and I just was there. And what they say, when two are married, they become one flesh. That wasn't the first time, but I felt her inside my body. And so, what happened? I don't know. But that's what created wormwood. There's laws. There's laws exterior to the police and things like that. And that wasn't the only time. I've died many times. It's crazy. It's really crazy. They tried to turn me into the beast, trying to judge me, stuff of Aleister Crowley. Well, you're not as adept as I was to understand the magic behind the things I've done. Your decipherability of my sorcery and wizardry and magic and witchcraft and however you want to look at it, science. How do you judge something you don't perceive? So, You're just angry. You're real angry. I listen to my own speech, Everything I say is sorcery. I have a weird pronounceability compared to other people. It's, my bloodline is Spanish and not Mexican. It's white. Pale. Vampire. Vlad Impaler. The name Bathsheba, goes back to these women, is so bad, so seductive. Bathsheba, the name, Shiva, dragon, bath. It's what it means is bloodbath, and I was beaten severely to death. Just my bones, I look at them and they're all shattered. I got big bones. It's just all my bones have been shattered. War. Well, we're about to face World War III. And you evil people just need to announce yourself to the world. You of little evil. I'm tired of the love covering. It's just, you're pathetic.